Hey, Aaron here with ITD Food Safety. Just putting together a quick recording for you to check out our labeling system and temp taker. This will be pretty quick. There's not a ton that I'm going to go over. I keep it pretty high level on this stuff. Obviously, we can connect via phone afterwards and go over Q&A and that sort of stuff if we need to. But really, I just want to show you how simple it is for the end user to use these things. So the labeling system will print off a handful of labels. That's really pretty self-explanatory. And then the temp taker, I'll just click through and kind of show you what it looks like to record some temps, the automated temperature logs, and we will go from there. So I'm going to flip my camera over here to our Prep Pal, or call it Prep and Temp station. So the touchscreen, the printer, the software, that's all the labeling system. And then you have the temp taker here, which is where we're automating all of our temperature logs and all your HACCP processes. So I'm going to start with the labeling. I'm going to move over to the temp taker. All this software is integrated together in one. So you'll notice that, but I'm going to talk about them just a little bit differently. As far as labeling goes, we can handle all things labeling. Now, the categories for you on this screen obviously will look a little bit different. Customer to customer will work with you to make this look like you want it to look. So obviously your categories are different and everybody has a different setup. So keep that in mind. But for the sake of example, we're just going to come in here and print a handful of labels. You know, this is a system that can handle everything from your 2x2 prep labels to your grab-and-go labels to, you know, even a shelf tag if you want to do it like that. It really just depends on what your needs are. If you need a handful of labels, we can do a batch print, you know, where we can print all of these things at once if it's in a particular kind of order. So there's a lot of different routes you can go with this. Like I mentioned, every piece of the label is customizable, from your nutrition facts and ingredients through your timestamps and barcodes and all of these different things. It really just depends on what you need, and the system will automatically adjust the size. So you'll notice one printer and one roll of paper can do everything from your 2x2 prep label, you know, with your timestamp and expirations, to your grab-and-go labels with your nutrition facts and ingredients, barcodes, all of that sort of stuff. So this is an 8-inch label and then a 2-inch label, all from the same roll of paper. So that's really a unique thing for ITD, is our ability to limit you to just one printer. You don't have to add a bunch of extra hardware. You don't have to buy a bunch of different kinds of labels. You can handle everything that you need to handle right here from one system. The machine automatically adjusts it for you. If you need a higher quantity of labels, say you need 5 of something, you just mark the quantity up here in the top right, and then touch the button, and that will print off for you quickly like that. You can do that quantity however you want. Type it in or use the plus minus, whatever's easiest for you. So that's the labeling system. Essentially, to create these labels, it's just a template. So I can actually show you that really quick now that I'm thinking about it. And actually, one other thing I want to point out here is the prep alert feature. So you'll notice that notification that just came up on the screen. It says 3 new items have expired, 6 items will expire soon. This is a feature to help you with your food rotation, first in, first out processes, that kind of thing. Making sure you're not wasting a bunch of items because people aren't pulling the right thing out of the fridge first. This is totally customizable, so you can set it to specific items. You can set your timing. So if you want to see, you know, 2 hours before tomatoes are going to go bad, or 4 hours, or 6 hours, or 2 minutes, whatever that looks like for you, we can customize so that notification gives you a warning, hey, X, Y, and Z are going to expire soon. And then when it does expire, it'll give you another warning for that. So if I go into these alerts here, you'll see all that stuff lists out. We can mark whether something was consumed or discarded, and we save those changes. They'll remove from the list, and then you can pull reports based on this stuff as well. So you can go back and see how many, you know, pans of tomatoes are we discarding every week. Maybe we need to change some purchasing decisions or our stocking decisions at that point, you know, based on some of that data. So just a little bit of additional insight really is what that's going to get you. But and then the last thing I'll show you on the labeling is just kind of what a template looks like. So we'll go into a grab-and-go label here. All you're going to do is fill out the applicable information. So label type, you know, nutrition facts, ingredients, whatever you want to show. And if you don't want something from here to show, you just don't fill it in or you uncheck the box. And again, the system will automatically adjust the size. And so, yeah, it's really simple to do. Like I said, we'll help you up front on this as well, to make sure it's as much of an out-of-the-box, you know, ready to plug-and-play solution as possible. So